Daily Fail. As PM announces 20 billion health service boost paid for by Brexit dividend and middle class taxes, she is told, let's go to war on NHS waste. Isn't this what I've been saying all along? It's waste, waste, stealing from the top. And this Brexit dividend is bullshit. It's coming from taxes only. No dividend from Brexit, because we apparently owe them 50 billion, whatever it is. But either way, we could get round that by simply repealing the 72 Act, and we're out of Europe on our terms, not theirs. Game over. But they'll never do that because they want us tied in with Europe, which has been the plan all along. Hence, no Brexit. Agony Avant's wife as he finds love with her friend. Well, you know, things move on. Mirror. Here we roar. In case you had missed it, England played Tunisia tonight, 6 or 7 o'clock, I'm not sure which. Which reminds me, I must go and put my George Cross out in the window upstairs. Ant's wife betrayed. Heartbroken ex's agony as TV legend finds love with one of her closest friends. So there's no headlines in the Mirror. The scum. This is going to shock you. Right at the top there. PM breaks tax pledge. You mean she's lied again? Wow, there's a shock. Not. We can do it. Kiss Harry's boot for luck to get win. No thanks. Fury of Ant X at new love. Well, so far nothing in any of the papers. But don't forget, anything you see in these is probably a lie, or just to nudge you slightly one way or the other, because it's all bullshit. Germany lose, Brazil draw. Now can England start their World Cup with a win? The Guardian, by the way. Alarm over suicides of teenage refugees. And the picture is of down in the dirt a few of the estimated 10,000 competitors who challenged themselves and then their washing machine in the tough mudder Scotland course of Drumlang Ring Castle in Dumfriesshire. May under fire for claim Brexit dividend will fund NHS windfall. Tories on Brexit bus to nowhere. Again, there doesn't need more money throwing at the NHS, because it'll just get siphoned off by those at the top that are stealing all the money, basically. That's all it is, it's theft. One of them was that they spent something like 10 million on getting someone to come in to tell them how to do something instead of just doing it. And then they had no money left because they spent it all on getting some advice. Well, if they need advice, they shouldn't be in the job in the first place. The Times. Why insecure millennials are set for an unhealthy middle age. That's because of the poisonous food that you're feeding them. Black hole in May's cash plan for NHS. Source of up to 11 billion is yet to be accounted for. Well, let's just make it up, you know. We lie every time our mouths are moving, so we'll just make it up, and there'll be some dumbasses out there that believe it. Volgograd welcomes England's happy few. And a picture of Harry Kane, because they play today. Telegraph. Stealth tax to pay for NHS boost. Freezing personal tax thresholds part of Treasury plan to fund spending promises. No more questions as Dimbleby calls time, because he knows he's in a hot seat now, because it's no longer a case of dumbasses asking questions that they've been pre-planned to be asked. Now some are sneaking in there saying, this is the question I'm going to ask, but asking a totally different question. It's putting them on the spot and they can't handle it. So he's doing a runner. Card payments overtake cash as pensioners go contactless. I don't believe that, but don't encourage it by using contactless. Pay by cash every time. Draw the money out of the bank if you've got it in the bank. Use cash, because when the cards machines pack up like they did, Visa did a week or so back, you couldn't get access to it. You couldn't use your card. Get cash every time. And also, when you're in markets or whatever, don't go for the free one, you know, the self-checkout crap. Always go to one where there's someone there to thingy, because that way you're keeping them in a job. They want everything contactless and self-checkout, so they don't have to have so many staff, and therefore increase their profits even more. Express. Come on, England. Ditch pills to beat heart disease. Well, there's a shock. You mean they're poisonous pharmaceuticals, things that are causing the problems? Well, I never. And even on this day, we still end up with a parasite. Megan avoids a tumble thanks to Harry. The anything but independent. Why the PM is no lady beautiful? Well, my bold mate thinks she's beautiful. Medicinal cannabis must be made legal. All cannabis is legal. It's just, well, all law is lawful. It's just illegal at the moment because they don't want us treating ourselves, curing ourselves. And the thing they don't want the most about cannabis is it nudges open parts of your mind to other realities, and they don't want you to get there. They don't want you knowing this. They don't want you chilling out. They don't want you happy. They don't want you pain-free. They don't want you healthy. But we've got to push this all the way. This should be lawful anyway. Well, it is lawful. It should be legal as well. Greece shames the idea of democracy. Yeah. Beyonce and Jay-Z find musical bliss. Yeah, bunch of Satanists. Admitted Satanists as well. England get ready for action. Tory MPs urge May to tackle housing crisis. They will tell her it is the key way to attract younger voters. Oh shit, if you're stupid enough to be voting, then you're getting everything you deserve. Whether who you vote for, whether your party gets in or not, doesn't matter. If you're on the voters list, you're an idiot giving them consent to do whatever they want. All to play for. England gear up for first game after lacklustre start for favourites. Could you handle a fitness holiday? Well, as long as they didn't push me too far. Rent quake. Warning as costs soar. Yeah, they're going to start hyping the rent prices as well. You know, they've hyped the price of mortgages so no one can afford them. Prices have gone up so no one can afford them. So now they're going to start hyping the rent prices. Bill Murray and cellist Jan Vogler on a meeting of minds. Facebook enters midlife crisis. The secret barrister, victim of crime? It's probably your own fault. May's 20 billion birthday present for NHS. PM pledges boost for health service but faces questions on funding. Critics warn figures won't plug gap or fix social care. No, you need to get rid of those at the top that have been robbing the NHS blind constantly forever. But no, no, because what we'll do, we're going to give 20 billion apparently to the NHS so that all the mates who are now privatising the NHS get all the money. Can you see where this is going? Hopefully you can. Metro. Cain and Abel. Yeah, biblical stuff. Magic money, Theresa. May's 20 billion NHS Brexit dividend, but where will cash come from? You're gonna pay for it! Ant's wife's heartbreak as he finds new love. 60 seconds with Frida Pinto. Star. Free flag inside plus free World Cup 8-page pull-out. Well, be careful, because if you put that flag up, the police might come knocking in your door saying, oh, you can't do that in England. You can't put the England flag up in England. No, no. The Muslims don't give a shit about it. This is all bullshit, divide and conquer. Apart from those that have been brainwashed into thinking that, ah, yeah, it's a flag of bullshit. Lisa, I've been betrayed. Fury over Ant-lot love. Financial Times. Smoke and mirrors, they use it all the time. Truth is malleable in the hands of entrepreneurs, in other words, the lying bastards. The Trump Show, why smart timing on the trade war helps his ratings. Rebuilding AIG, can the insurer get its swagger back after a decade of crisis? Macedonia name change sparks unrest. May faces Tory backlash over funding of 20 billion NHS boost. Notion of Brexit dividend paying for plan scorned. So at least some of them know what the plan is. MPs wary of need for tax increases. Are we not taxed to death? Car tax or road tax, but they now call it car tax because it's quite clear it's not being used for the roads, so they're just milking all that money away. VAT, made up tax, we'll just tax you because we can, because this is, you're getting some value added tax. Oh really? Yeah, because that £1.30 litre of fuel, I really feel the 23p added value of tax on that one. Oh yes, that's going down really well. I really felt the value added tax on that. Oh, income tax, which is there is no law that says any man or woman has to pay tax. And as you can see in one of our videos where we've called up the tax office and asked them, what law is it says you have to pay tax? And the reply is, oh, that's a new one, because they've never been asked it before. There's no law that says any man or woman has to pay tax. And then, of course, we get all the other taxes. Or if you're selling a house, we'll tax on that. If you buy a car, we'll tax on that. You're selling anything, we'll tax on that. They're taxing us to death because they don't want us with enough money to be able to have time off from having to do all this shit to get the money in the first place. Then we could just chill out and actually have a look and see what's going on and realise that tax is theft.